Most people want a better life, but they keep repeating the same habits every day. They want change, but they do not change what they do consistently. Your life is shaped by your habits. What you repeat daily becomes your mindset, your results, and your future. Small actions may seem unimportant in the moment, but over time they create a powerful difference. The truth is simple. You do not need to change everything at once. You only need to build the right habits and stay consistent with them. In this video, you will learn 6 habits that can improve your mindset, your discipline, and the quality of your life. If you apply them consistently, real change will begin to happen. If you are ready to grow, subscribe to the channel, stay connected, and start applying these habits one by one. Let's begin. Habit 1: Wake up early and start without your phone. The way you start your day can change everything that comes after. Your morning affects your mood, your energy, your focus, and your decisions. If you start the day in a bad way, the rest of the day often feels harder. If you start the day in a good way, everything feels clearer and more controlled. That is why your morning matters so much. Many people wake up and touch their phone right away. They check messages, look at social media, watch videos, or read random things. In only a few minutes, their mind becomes full of noise and distraction. They have not even started their own day, but they are already reacting to other people and outside information. This can create stress, pressure, and a lack of focus. One of the best habits you can build is to wake up early and stay away from your phone for a while. This gives you time to wake up slowly and peacefully. It gives your mind space to become clear before the world starts asking for your attention. You begin the day with control instead of confusion. You create a better mental state before any distraction enters your mind. Waking up early also gives you extra time for yourself. You do not need to rush. You can move with more calmness and more purpose. You can think about your goals, plan your day, stretch your body, or simply enjoy a quiet start. These small moments help you feel more prepared for everything that comes later. They also reduce stress because you are not starting the day in a hurry. Starting without your phone helps protect your mind. The first minutes of the day are important because your mind is fresh. What you see first can affect your mood. If you begin with negative news, comparison, or endless content, your mind can become tired very quickly. But if you begin with peace and intention, you create a stronger mindset for the rest of the day. You become more stable and less reactive. This habit also improves discipline. When you choose not to check your phone immediately, you are practicing self-control. You are telling yourself that you control your actions instead of following automatic habits. Small moments like this may seem simple, but they build strong habits over time. Discipline grows through small daily choices repeated again and again. When your morning is calm, your whole day becomes better. You make better decisions. You stay more focused. You react less and think more clearly. You feel more organized and more in control of your time. This can improve your work, your mood, and your confidence. A calm beginning often creates a productive day. At first, this habit may feel difficult. If you always check your phone when you wake up, it may feel strange to stop. But you do not need to change everything at once. Start small. Keep your phone away for the first few minutes. Then slowly increase that time each day. Small progress is still progress, and simple changes can become powerful habits. Over time, this simple habit can create a big difference in your life. A better morning creates a better day. And better days, repeated again and again, create a better future. A strong life often begins with a strong morning. Habit 2: Read or learn something every day. If you want to improve yourself, you must keep learning. Growth does not happen by staying the same. Your mind needs new ideas, new knowledge, and new skills to become stronger. When you learn something every day, even in small amounts, you continue moving forward instead of staying stuck in the same place. Every lesson you learn adds something valuable to your life. It may be a new idea, a better way to think, or a skill that helps you grow in the future. Small learning each day may seem simple, but over time it creates powerful change. Many people stop learning after school or after reaching a certain age. They believe learning is only for students or for formal education. But real growth never stops. Life keeps changing, the world keeps evolving, and new challenges appear all the time. The people who continue learning are the ones who continue improving. They are more prepared for change, more confident in difficult situations, and more open to new opportunities. Learning helps you adapt, think better, and understand more about yourself and the world around you. This habit does not need to be complicated. You do not need many hours every day. You do not need to know everything at once. You can read a few pages of a good book, listen to something useful, watch educational content, or practice a valuable skill. What matters most is consistency. Small learning sessions every day are more powerful than doing a lot once in a while and then stopping. Even 10 minutes of focused learning each day can create progress if you stay consistent with it. Reading is one of the best ways to grow your mind. Books can teach you lessons, ideas, and experiences that took other people years to learn. Through reading, you can learn from people you may never meet and understand ideas you may never discover alone. By reading regularly, you gain knowledge faster and expand the way you think. You begin to see new possibilities, question old limits, and understand life from different perspectives. Even a few pages each day can make a big difference over time. Learning also improves your confidence. When you understand more, you feel more prepared. You can solve problems better, make stronger decisions, and speak with more clarity. Knowledge gives you confidence because you know you are growing and becoming more capable. You trust yourself more because you have taken time to develop your mind. Confidence built through learning is strong because it is based on real progress, not empty words. Another benefit of daily learning is better thinking. You begin to see situations from different angles. You become less limited by old beliefs and more open to new solutions. Instead of reacting the same way to every problem, you become more thoughtful and more creative. This helps you in every area of life, from work to relationships to personal goals. A stronger mind leads to better choices, and better choices create a better future. Learning every day also keeps your mind active and disciplined. Just like the body needs exercise, the mind needs training. When you challenge your brain regularly, you improve focus, memory, and mental strength. You become more curious and more interested in growth. Over time, learning becomes part of your identity. You no longer see it as something you have to do, but something you naturally do because it improves your life. At first, it may feel hard to stay consistent. You may feel busy, tired, or distracted. But learning does not need to be perfect. Start small. Give yourself a few minutes each day. Read one page, listen to one useful idea, or practice one small skill. Over time, those small moments turn into a powerful habit that shapes your future. Consistency matters more than intensity. The person you become tomorrow depends on what you learn today. Keep feeding your mind with useful knowledge. Keep growing little by little. Keep improving step by step. When you learn every day, you improve every day, and that improvement can change your whole life over time. Habit 3: Exercise and move your body. If you want to improve yourself, taking care of your body is very important. Your body and mind are deeply connected. When your body feels weak, tired, or inactive, your mind often feels the same. You may feel low energy, low motivation, and less focus during the day. But when your body is strong, active, and full of energy, your thinking also becomes clearer and stronger. You feel more awake, more capable, and more ready to handle daily challenges. This is why movement is not only for physical health. It is also one of the best habits for mental growth and personal improvement. Many people spend too much time sitting, staying indoors, or living without enough movement. Modern life makes this easy. Long hours on a chair, too much screen time, and little physical activity can slowly reduce your energy. Over time, this can lower motivation, weaken discipline, and create stress in both the body and mind. You may feel lazy, heavy, or mentally tired without understanding why. Sometimes people think they need more motivation, but often the body simply needs movement. A body that never moves can make the mind feel stuck as well. Exercise does not need to be extreme or complicated. You do not need to become an athlete or spend hours in the gym. You do not need perfect conditions or expensive equipment. Simple actions can create real results when repeated consistently. You can walk, stretch, run, do bodyweight exercises, ride a bike, or follow a short workout at home. Even small movement matters when done regularly. The goal is not perfection. The goal is to move your body often and make movement part of your daily life. When you exercise, your energy improves. Many people think movement makes you tired, but the opposite is often true. Regular movement increases energy and helps you feel more awake during the day. It improves circulation, wakes up the body, and helps reduce the heavy feeling that comes from inactivity. It also improves your mood. After exercise, many people feel lighter, calmer, and more positive. This happens because movement helps release stress and refresh your mind. A short workout can sometimes change the entire direction of your day. Exercise also builds discipline. Every time you choose to move your body, even when you do not feel like it, you are training self-control. You are proving to yourself that you can take action instead of following comfort. You are choosing growth over excuses. These small decisions build mental strength over time. The discipline you build through exercise can also help you in work, study, and other habits. When you learn to stay consistent in one area, it becomes easier to stay consistent in others. Another important benefit is confidence. When you take care of your body, you feel better about yourself. You become stronger, healthier, and more capable. You begin to trust yourself more because you know you are keeping promises to yourself. Every workout completed is a reminder that you can follow through. Real confidence often grows from action. And exercise is one of the strongest forms of action. Confidence built this way is strong because it comes from effort, not from words alone. Movement also improves focus and mental clarity. After exercise, your mind often feels sharper and less distracted. You can think more clearly and handle tasks with better concentration. Stress becomes easier to manage, and your attention becomes stronger. This is why many successful people make movement a regular part of their routine. They understand that a healthy body supports a productive mind, and better energy often leads to better decisions. At first, starting may feel difficult. You may feel tired, busy, or unmotivated. You may think you need a perfect plan before you begin. But you do not need to do everything at once. Start small. Take a short walk. Stretch for a few minutes. Do a simple workout. Build the habit first, then improve it over time. What matters most is consistency. Small movement repeated daily creates powerful results over time. A stronger body supports a stronger mind. When you move your body regularly, you build energy, discipline, confidence, and mental strength. This simple habit can improve many areas of your life and help you become a better version of yourself. Start where you are, use what you have, and keep moving forward one step at a time. Habit 4. Plan your day and prioritize tasks. If you want to improve yourself, you need direction. Many people wake up and move through the day without a clear plan. They react to whatever happens first, answer every distraction, and spend time on things that are not truly important. At the end of the day, they may feel busy, but they did not make real progress. Being busy is not the same as being productive. You can spend the whole day doing many things and still move nowhere. Without a plan, it is easy to waste time, lose energy, and finish the day feeling frustrated. One of the most powerful habits you can build is taking a few minutes each day to plan your day and prioritize your tasks. This simple habit gives your day structure and purpose. Instead of guessing what to do next, you already know where your attention should go. You begin the day with clarity, and clarity makes action easier. When your mind knows the direction, it becomes easier to stay focused and avoid distractions. You waste less time deciding, and you spend more time doing what matters. Planning your day does not need to be complicated. You do not need a perfect system or a long list of tasks. Keep it simple and clear. Ask yourself what matters most today. Choose the most important tasks that will move your life forward. Then focus on completing those tasks before giving energy to less important things. A short and clear plan is often more effective than a long and confusing one. The goal is not to write many tasks. The goal is to complete the right tasks. Prioritizing is important because not all tasks have the same value. Some tasks create real progress, while others only fill time. Many people spend their best energy on small, easy tasks and avoid the important ones because they feel difficult or uncomfortable. But growth usually comes from doing what matters most, not what feels easiest. When you learn to prioritize, you stop confusing movement with progress. You start using your energy in a smarter way. This habit also reduces stress. When everything stays in your head, the mind can feel overwhelmed. You think about too many things at once, worry about what you may forget, and lose focus. But when you write your tasks down and organize them, your mind becomes calmer. You know what needs to be done, and you no longer carry mental chaos all day. A clear plan creates a clearer mind and helps you feel more in control. Planning your day also improves discipline. It teaches you to act with intention instead of emotion. You do not wait to feel motivated. You follow the plan and complete what needs to be done. Over time, this builds trust in yourself because you become someone who follows through. You stop making empty promises to yourself and start building a strong identity through action. Small daily planning creates strong habits of consistency and responsibility. There will still be unexpected moments and changes during the day. A plan does not mean everything will be perfect. It simply gives you a strong starting point. You can adjust when needed, but you are still moving with direction instead of drifting without purpose. Flexibility is useful, but direction is necessary. A good plan guides you, even when the day changes. At first, this habit may feel small or unnecessary. But simple habits often create the biggest results when repeated daily. Take a few minutes each morning or the night before. Write your priorities, focus on what matters, and begin with intention. Over time, this habit can improve your productivity, reduce stress, strengthen discipline, and help you make steady progress in every area of life. Habit 5. Control your thoughts. Your thoughts shape your actions more than many people realize. The way you think affects the way you feel, the choices you make, and how you respond to daily situations. If your mind is filled with doubt, fear, and negativity, your behavior will often reflect it. You may hesitate, avoid challenges, overthink simple decisions, or give up too early. You may delay important work, doubt your ability, or stay inside your comfort zone because your thinking is working against you. But if your thinking is focused, calm, and constructive, your actions become stronger. You move with more confidence, more clarity, and more purpose. This is why learning to control your thoughts is one of the most important habits for self-improvement. Many people live on autopilot inside their mind. They believe every thought they have without questioning it. If the mind says, "I am not good enough," they accept it. If the mind says, "I will fail," they believe it. If fear appears, they stop moving forward. If doubt appears, they slow down. But thoughts are not always facts. Many thoughts come from stress, old habits, past experiences, or temporary emotions. They can feel real, but that does not mean they are true or useful. A thought can appear in your mind and still be wrong. Understanding this can change the way you live. Improving yourself means learning to observe your thoughts instead of being controlled by them. This means noticing what is happening in your mind without reacting immediately. You begin to ask yourself if a thought is helpful, honest, or necessary. You become more aware of patterns that repeat again and again. You notice which thoughts give you strength and which thoughts take your energy away. You create space between the thought and your response. In that space, you gain power. Instead of acting automatically, you choose how to respond. Not every thought deserves your attention. Some thoughts only distract you, weaken your confidence, or create fear without reason. Some thoughts are only noise. If you give energy to every negative thought, your mind becomes noisy and heavy. You lose focus and feel mentally tired. But when you learn to let some thoughts pass without following them, your mind becomes calmer and stronger. You stop feeding what hurts you and start focusing on what helps you grow. This creates more peace and more control in daily life. Not every fear is true. Fear often appears before growth, before change, and before difficult tasks. It may tell you to stay comfortable, avoid risk, or wait for the perfect moment. It may try to protect you from discomfort, even when discomfort is exactly what you need to grow. But many fears are only predictions, not reality. If you always obey fear, you stay in the same place. When you learn to face fear and act anyway, you build courage, confidence, and self-respect. When you control your thoughts, you also gain control over your reactions. You become less emotional and more intentional. In stressful moments, you stay calmer. In difficult situations, you think more clearly. Instead of reacting with anger, panic, or doubt, you pause and choose a better response. This helps you make stronger decisions and avoid unnecessary mistakes. It also improves your relationships, because you respond with maturity instead of reacting with emotion. This habit takes practice. You will not control every thought perfectly, and that is normal. The goal is not perfection. The goal is awareness and progress. Start by noticing your thoughts more often. Catch negative patterns early. Replace useless thinking with better direction. Speak to yourself in a stronger way. Focus on solutions instead of only problems. Over time, your mind becomes more disciplined, more peaceful, and more powerful. A strong life begins with a strong mind. When you learn to control your thoughts, you improve your emotions, your actions, and your future. The better you manage your mind, the better you can manage your life. Habit 6. Do one difficult thing every day. One of the fastest ways to improve yourself is to do one difficult thing every day. Most people naturally move toward comfort. They choose what feels easy, familiar, and safe. They delay hard tasks, avoid uncomfortable conversations, and ignore challenges that require effort. This may feel good in the moment, but comfort often slows growth. When you always choose what is easy, you stay the same. Growth usually begins where comfort ends. Doing one difficult thing every day trains you to become stronger. It teaches you that discomfort is not something to fear. It is something you can face and move through. The difficult thing does not need to be big or dramatic. It can be a task you keep avoiding, work that requires focus, a conversation you need to have, waking up earlier, exercising when you do not feel like it, or starting something you have delayed for too long. What matters is that it challenges you and pushes you forward. Many people suffer more from avoidance than from difficulty itself. They spend days or weeks thinking about what they do not want to do. This creates stress, pressure, and mental exhaustion. The task becomes heavier in the mind than it really is. But once they finally take action, they often realize it was not as bad as they imagined. Action removes the weight that avoidance creates. This habit also builds confidence. Every time you do something difficult, you prove to yourself that you are capable. You stop seeing yourself as someone who avoids challenges and start seeing yourself as someone who can handle them. Confidence grows when you keep promises to yourself and face what you once avoided. It is built through action, not only through positive thinking. Doing difficult things also builds discipline. You learn to act based on what is important, not only on what feels comfortable. You stop letting mood control your choices. Some days you will feel motivated, and some days you will not. But when you continue anyway, you develop real self-control. That discipline becomes useful in every area of life. Another powerful benefit is mental strength. Life will always bring challenges, pressure, and unexpected problems. If you practice facing small difficulties every day, you become more prepared for bigger ones later. You become calmer under pressure and more confident when life becomes hard. What once felt difficult begins to feel normal because you have trained yourself to handle discomfort. At first, this habit may feel uncomfortable, and that is the point. You are expanding your limits. Start small. Choose one thing each day that you would normally avoid. Complete it before the day ends. Then repeat the habit tomorrow. Small acts of courage, repeated daily, create a stronger version of you. A better life is often built by doing the things most people avoid. Face what is difficult. Move toward discomfort with purpose. Grow through action. When you do one difficult thing every day, you become stronger every day. Improving yourself is not about changing your whole life in one day. It is about changing what you do every day. Your habits shape your mindset, your discipline, your energy, and the results you create over time. Small actions may look simple in the moment, but when they are repeated consistently, they create powerful change. This is how real growth happens. The 6 habits you learned today are simple, but they are powerful when practiced daily. Wake up with intention. Keep learning. Move your body. Plan your day. Control your thoughts. Do difficult things. Each habit strengthens a different part of your life, and together they help you become stronger, wiser, and more disciplined.